Today is all about skincare. If you have dry, mature skin, I think I have some products for you. So let's get into it. I try and keep my skincare routine not complicated, but certainly when we are coming into the drier times of the year, I find fall, and then especially as we're fast approaching winter, my skin just gets drier and drier. I have that typical dry menopausal skin. I do like to incorporate a few different products in my routine that I wouldn't normally do probably like in the spring and the summertime. Keep in mind, I am not a dermatologist. I just like trying out different products. I guess you could say I'm a skincare enthusiast. And also keep in mind, everybody's skin is different. So what may work on my skin may be totally different on your skin. Everybody has their own skin types, sensitivities to products, perhaps any underlying health conditions, and how much time you want to commit to doing a skincare routine. I always recommend visiting a dermatologist to determine what is appropriate for your skin type and what would benefit you. I find in the spring and summer months, I transition from more lotion type products and gel types products that might have a lighter formula. And then I build my routine for the fall and winter because we're in colder weather, we're inside more, we have that indoor heat, all which contributes to dryness. So I prefer more cream type formulas, more like balm type formulas. And I also think I have a nice mix of some drugstore and some higher end that hopefully fits everybody's budget. How I apply my products is usually from the thinnest formula to the thickest formula. A lot of products here to cover, so we're just going to jump right into it. First off is cleansers. So I have a few cleansers that I rotate in my routine. I prefer more of a cream type of cleanser rather than a foamy cleanser. I find foamy cleansers strip away the natural oils from my skin. Almost leaves my skin like a squeaky clean, which is not the greatest for dry skin. So a great affordable one from the drugstore is the e.l.f. This is the Pure Skin Cleanser. And like I had mentioned, this is more of a cream type of formula. So there it is there, and then once you start rubbing it in, it's really smooth, very hydrating, doesn't strip the natural oil from my skin. There's no scent to it. I really enjoy products that have not a lot of fragrance in them. I think products that are alcohol-free are also really, really good for dry skin. So this one in particular is made with oat milk and niacinamide in it. It's made for all skin types. Because it is an e.l.f. product, that means it's cruelty-free. My skin feels really hydrated after I use this. It doesn't have that dry, tight feeling. And then another one that I really enjoy is the rephr Gentle Cleanser. This one is made with 15% glycerin, green tea extract, aloe vera, and hyaluronic acid. One of the things I do, if I'm wearing a lot of makeup that day, I prefer to double cleanse. So I'll show you the products that I use for that. But this one is similar where it just makes my skin feel really hydrated. It feels clean. It removes all of the makeup. Even like if I have trouble sometimes removing my mascara, this one does a great job of removing that. What I also like about this one is it has very low pH. It's a 4.5. So that maintains the oil and water balance on your skin. But yet it's effective enough that it will wash away the makeup. I really like the packaging. I love seeing it like on my bathroom counter. This is like an aluminum packaging, but it is recyclable. And one of the best things is that you can just order a refill for this. So you can keep the packaging and just order the refill, which is going to be way cheaper. And if I get this video out in time, this is still on their Black Friday sale. So it comes out more as looking like a gel, but it has a little bit of a slip to it. Very nourishing, doesn't have a fragrance to it. And you can see like there's no foam to it whatsoever. So I really, really appreciate that as well. And then my third awesome cleanser that I rotate through on my routine is the Mad Hippie Cream Cleanser. Again, non-foamy, pH balanced. This is definitely more of a cream type of formula. It's there. But it removes all the dirt, all the makeup, doesn't strip my skin, leaves it feeling hydrated. And I think when you're looking for these cleansers, especially in the fall and winter, you're looking for more the benefit of removing dirt and pollutants from your skin rather than more like in the summertime, you're trying to remove more of like sweat and any like excess oils on your skin. If you're looking for products with ceramides in them, niacinamide, hyaluronic acid can really help the skin feel a little bit more supple. And then 2 products that I use, like I mentioned to you, if I'm going to double cleanse. So I use this product first before I use my cream cleanser. The one that I use a lot is the Glow Recipe, the Papaya Sorbet Enzyme Cleansing Balm. So what you do is you take a bit of the product. So it's like a thick type of formula. And you apply it to dry skin and really focus on rubbing it in. Like if I go like this, you can see how creamy it is. But you really rub it into your face, into your eyes. It just melts all the makeup away, gets rid of oil, your sunscreen. It does a really nice job of trying to get that sunscreen off. It smells amazing. Like it smells like papaya. And then I just wipe it off. And then that's when I'll go in with one of my cleansers. And then the drugstore version I have of that is the Neutrogena Cleansing Balm. Very similar, where it is a thicker formula. And again, all you're doing with these products is you see how it just kind of sticks there, and then you rub it in, and it literally just melts all of your makeup away. But I like using this first before the cleansing products that I have, because it's really getting down and removing the makeup for me. Now, moving on from cleansers, the next product that I add into my routine once my skin is nice and clean is an essence. So the one that I absolutely love is the rephr. This is the Rebalancing Essence. So if you're not familiar with an essence, they're almost like a really watery, liquidy formula. And you apply it before you apply any sort of serum on your face or any of your other skin, like moisturizers, anything like that. It's just providing like an extra layer of hydration to your face. I find this one in particular does leave the skin just like a slight tackiness to it. And they're also designed to just prep your skin for the rest of your skincare products. And I find in essence, it almost enhances the ability for your other products to penetrate the skin. Now, I use the rephr one. There is a bunch of drugstore versions. I think there's like Vichy and Biotherm. They all have like an essence. But I've been just really enjoying this one. And similar to the cleanser, it also comes in a refill size, so you don't have to get rid of the packaging if you don't want to. And has some great ingredients: glycerin, niacinamide. It even has squalene in there. The third product that I usually apply after those products is my serum. So one that I've been really, really enjoying lately, and it is a new product. I did see what piqued my curiosity about this is it started becoming like one of those viral type of products. And you don't usually see like a skincare product going viral, but this one I saw, it was like all over TikTok. So it's the Olay Super Serum. Now this is really, really great. I love how hydrated my skin feels after I use it. It absorbs really quickly. Comes like as a dropper type of product. Now serums are going to be a little bit on the thicker side rather than like the essence products I was telling you about. So it's not, you can see it's not as runny as a water formula. But oh my goodness, I'm really glad I've incorporated this into my skincare routine. There's a very slight fragrance to it, but my skin feels so super soft. Now what this has in it is niacinamide, vitamin C, collagen peptide, vitamin E, and lactic acid. And they call it like a little powerhouse kind of product. Now over time, it's supposed to even out your skin tone. And when I say over time, it's using the product consistently for a good amount of time. Consistency, the one thing I find with like all skincare ingredients is consistency is so important. This is also supposed to help with like long-term effects of keeping your skin hydrated. That's why I wanted to incorporate it into my fall winter routine and see if it really does help with my dryness. And it's supposed to smooth out your fine lines. So I'm going to keep using this and we'll see if it lives up to the claims. So next I go in with my moisturizer. So now this is where it's going to kind of vary depending on people's skin types. So with me having very dry skin, I prefer a more of a cream type formula, like a thicker formula for the winter months. And even if I'm going to use a lotion, I want a bit of a thicker lotion. So I have 2 that I'm going to show you. One of them is the Pacifica, the Vegan Ceramide Barrier Cream. What a fantastic find this was. I saw Angie from Hot and Flashy using it, and I thought that looked quite intriguing for me because she said it was really good for her skin for the winter months. But what a game changer this is, because what I appreciated about it is it creates a healthy barrier on your skin. So a healthy barrier is going to protect you against allergens, dirt, pollutants, like stuff that may irritate your skin. So that's what this does. And honestly, this feels quite luxurious, but it's in a very like affordable cream. So it has like a really thick, rich consistency, but look at how thick that is. And then when you rub it in, even for it being so thick, it absorbs great into the skin. There's no fragrance to it. My hand feels so incredibly soft right now. If you have struggles with eczema, I do get eczema in the winter, especially on my hands, and then I do get little patches sometimes on my face, and this has really helped with that. It has niacinamide in it, shea butter, vegan ceramides. This is a glass jar, so you can recycle it when you're done with it. One that I've been really enjoying, like a nice lotion, but on the thicker side, it's the Cerave, the facial moisturizing lotion, but this is the night, like the PM version. The AM version, like the daytime formula, has SPF in it. So I picked up the nighttime formula, knowing that I could use it in the daytime or the nighttime. But you'll see when I say it's a little bit on the thicker side. So there's no runniness to it at all. But oh my goodness, is it ever creamy? Again, no fragrance to it. Super, super soft. Absorbs great into the skin. There's no there's no greasiness feeling on my skin after I use it. This also contains ceramides, niacinamide, hyaluronic acid. So all those good ingredients that I always go on and on about. And this also helps with the skin's barrier. And it's also recognized by the Canadian Dermatology Association. So I always appreciate when a product fits their standards. Now, if you are somebody that needs just a little bit of extra oil on your skin, if you have like super dry skin, the one that I use, and again, I use it very sparingly. I don't use it a lot. I just use it on the times where I know my skin is like super, super dry. And it is the bio oil. Now, this has been around forever, and you can use it for so many different things. You can use it for scars. It helps with stretch marks. You don't need a lot of this, just like a little bit. There it is there. And then it's not like a greasy oil though either. And how I would apply it is rubbing it on my hands, and then I would just press it into my face. So the next thing I go in with is eye cream. Now I'm not going to spend a bunch of time on this because I just had this in a previous video, so I don't want to bore you guys. But I go in usually with my Elizabeth Arden Visible Difference eye cream. You just need a little dab of this. A little goes a long ways. And just pat it under my eye. Super luxurious, creamy formula. Makes my under eyes look hydrated. That's all I'm going to say about the eye cream. We'll carry on. And then one of my favorite products to use all year round, 365 days a year, is sunscreen. I have two that I gravitate to. One is the Blue Lizard Australian Sunscreen SPF 30. And the other one I use is Supergoop Unseen Sunscreen. This is SPF 40. I use them for, like, I rotate them through my routine, but I use them for different things. So if I'm wearing makeup that day, I gravitate to the Supergoop one because I use this one as also my primer. So I'm saving some time that way. I love this product because it is clear. Isn't that wonderful? So when you put it on, you don't have to worry about any mineral sunscreen. Sometimes they can make you like a white cast. This one does not do that at all. Look at how it absorbs into the skin, and it leaves just a nice little slip to the skin, which I find really helps my makeup look really, really good. So one of my favorite sunscreens. And then on a day where I may not be wearing any makeup that day, I'll go in with the Blue Lizard one. Now, even though this one comes out as quite a white creamy formula, it does absorb great into the skin. You'll watch. I do have it on today. I did put it on, but you can see there's no sort of white cast or anything left over. Sunscreen is so important. And one thing I would say about using like separate sunscreens, even though say your moisturizer or your makeup says it has SPF in it, I never rely on that. You need to apply about 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon of product onto your face for it to be effective. And there's no way you're applying that much moisturizer or that much makeup onto your foundation onto your face. So I find those ones, it's just not a benefit for me that way. I always go in with additional sunscreen. These next few products I'm going to call extras. They're not products I would necessarily use every single day, but I do like to incorporate them into my routine because it does help with the hydration of my skin and making it less dry. So a product I suggest using maybe once or twice a week is finding a great exfoliator. So the one I use is the Aveeno Positively Radiant. This is the skin brightening. It says daily scrub. I don't use it daily. I find it would just be too drying for my skin. I personally just exfoliate twice a week. What I like about this one is it is a cream formula and it's not abrasive at all. So when I rub it into my skin, like right now I can feel that there's like those little beads in there, but they're super fine. Like this is not abrasive at all as I'm doing this, but it's not like scrubbing my skin. It's not coarse or harsh. So that's actually one of my favorite exfoliators. Next up is mask. So I have a variety of masks. I have all sorts of masks. I have masks from Sephora. I have masks from Bath and Body Works. I also have masks from the drugstore. So this is a really good one. The Neutrogena is probably one of my favorite masks. Has that wonderful ingredient, hyaluronic acid in it. Very hydrating. I'll hopefully find a picture of I did one in one of my videos. I did have a mask on, so I'll hopefully I can find it and insert it in here for you. But I just don't want to waste one because I wasn't planning on using one today. Put them onto your face. The nice thing about a mask is that you can still walk around and do things. If you have chores and stuff to do throughout the house, you can still wear that. Or, you know what, if you want to take like 15 minutes to yourself and just have some quiet time if you're able to. I think that's a great time to just sit and relax. Have this mask on, have a cup of tea. So I really enjoy that. And then I also have masks specifically designed for under my eye. So one is Lise Watier. I've shown you guys those before. They just come in like a little packet. Again, not something that I do every day. Sometimes I use them before filming and it fills in my fine lines and wrinkles and just makes the under eye area look super hydrated. Then a new one that I came across is Florence by Mills. These are called Swimming Under the Eyes Brightening Under Eye Gel Pads. And these ones are really nice to use as well. And then a new find for me, which I think are super cute. They work a little bit differently than the other ones I've showed you. These ones you just place under your eye, but they're reusable, which is really effective if you are looking for just to try and depuff under your eye. Say you wake up in the morning, you've got a little bit of puffiness, helping to try and diminish some of your dark circles. They're the NYX, the Face Freezie reusable cooling under eye patches. So I just took these out of the fridge. You stick them in the fridge for about 20 minutes or so, and then you take them out and just place them under your eye. Now they're not going to stick, so you do have to sit there kind of with your eyes, with your face back and let them sit there. But they're just a great little depuffing type of product. And I really liked how they were reusable. So after you're done with them, just give them a little bit of wash with some soap and water. And then I've just been sticking them in the fridge, keeping them in the fridge for when I need them. I look at it as more of a cost-effective product. And then we can't forget about the rest of the body. I mean, we're concentrating on the face, but there is the rest of our body that has skin as well. So the product I use every single day, this is my go-to product, is the Nivea. This is the Body Lotion Repair and Care 72-hour fragrance-free version. Absolutely love this lotion. I use it all over my body. Keeps my skin hydrated. I even use it on on my feet. My feet are very, very dry as well. This is just fantastic stuff. It never leaves my skin greasy at all. It absorbs fantastic. Like I said, there's no fragrance to it. My skin feels so soft because it's really important. I think we sometimes forget about like our hands, and whenever I have excess product, I usually will throw it onto the back of my hand. So I'll have it on my face, and then if I have some on my hands left on my palms, I put that onto my hands and my arms. And then one area which I find when people think about your skincare routine, but I think it gets a little bit neglected, are your lips. So I have a little bit of an obsession right now with lip oils. I think I've said that in a previous video. Have a little collection going of all those they're called fat lip oils. So I have 4 different shades. These are so fantastic. I love these ones. They come with a huge doe foot applicator. I'll put some on. I throw these on all day. I put them on with lipstick. I put them on just throughout the day. So I have the affordable ones, which are the NYX, and then I also have the Clarins version, a little bit more expensive, but this one is great as well. I find this one actually lasts a little bit longer than the NYX one. And then a new find for me, which I've really been liking this one because it's almost like a two product. It is the Milk Makeup. This is a lip oil gloss. So what I like about that is because I can wear it also as a lip gloss. We're just going to put a bunch of stuff on our lips today. But see, it gives a little bit of a sheen, but it has a very hydrating oil in it. And then two products that I wear, again, rotate them throughout my routine. This is my holy grail for a lip mask. I think lip masks are really, really important, especially as we're coming into winter. So if you have similar issues like I do when it starts becoming really dry, is my lips start becoming chapped. What I like about this one is the texture is like a thicker texture. So when I put this on before I go to bed, it's still on my lips when I wake up in the morning. It's the Lawless Forget the Filler Overnight Lip Plumping Mask. And you know what? All the hype that it does say that it helps your lips be a little bit more plumper, I really do think it has done a little bit of plumping for my lips. So I'm always trying to find products that will help with that. This was one of those products that I actually replenished during the Sephora VIB sale. And I just take, I don't want to waste any. So I take that much. Hopefully you can see how much is on my finger. Not very much at all. And I just apply it on my lips before I go to bed. It does have a slight, and I'm saying like slight tingling effect. Not at all like a stinging one, that almost like the cinnamon stinging one. This is very, very subtle. It's almost like when you have like spearmint gum or peppermint gum, you go have that cooling effect. That's what that does. So Holy Grail lip mask. And then another one that I do enjoy using is the Fenty Skin. Let me just get the name of this one because it has a long name. So this is called the Plush Pudding Intensive Recovery Lip Mask with Pomegranate and Vitamin E. So on the bottom, you twist it up ever so slightly and a little bit of product comes up the top here. So you're just dispensing the amount that you need. That's what it looks like. Very, very hydrating. Let me see if I can put it on my hand here. It's supposed to help with your fine lines, filling in kind of your wrinkles around your mouth. It does have like a little bit of stickiness to it, but this one also stays on throughout the night. And then just to touch base on a few other things, in case you guys are wondering, I have never had any sort of procedures done to my face. I've never had any fillers done. I've never had any Botox. I do also incorporate devices into my skincare. I use one product called the Zip Halo. I just did a video on that. I also use an LED therapy mask, and I think that's really helped boost some of the collagen in my skin. But it's something I can also create like a whole video if you want about devices and that sort of thing. If you're curious about what I've used, what ones I recommend. And if you ever are incorporating some new skincare into your routine, one of the suggestions that I make is incorporating them slowly. So if you want to try something and it's brand new to you, I would say give it a try for several days, and then if you find your skin is okay with it, it's not reacting, then incorporate something else. But sometimes if you incorporate so many new things at once and you do maybe have an issue with something, you're not going to know which one was the one that caused it. So I'm always a big believer in slowly incorporating things into your routine and giving products time to work. As we age, we know stuff isn't going to be overnight. I find that as I've become older, that products take longer for me to start seeing the benefit of them working. As we talk about skincare and that sort of thing, I'm also a big believer in what you put into your body is just as important what you're putting onto your skin. You know, one of my big things is how much water are you getting? Do you drink enough water a day? I truly believe that water is so vitally important to how your skin looks. It's going to give that hydration to your skin. It's going to plump your skin. So super important that you are well hydrated. How much sleep are you getting? Are you getting enough sleep for your skin to regenerate itself throughout the night? That's when our body does the most healing, is at night when it's sleeping. And believe me, I know, as I've become into menopause, it's just awful. My sleep pattern is just, it's really taken a hit. I will say that. And your diet, what you're putting into your body is just as important. So all those factors into what your skin looks like. So it's not always just the products that we're putting in, it's also what we're putting into our body. I hope you found this helpful. I will have everything linked and listed down below for you guys of all the products that we talked about. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you're not already. Leave me some comments down below if you've tried any of these products and what products you find helpful in your skincare routine. And also let me know, do you like skincare videos? Let me know that as well. And as always, I hope everybody has a great week and a great life, and I'll see you all very soon in my next video. Bye!